God Himself guarantees the truth. You represent the truth. If you unite with me in order to receive purest truth, you will also be my representatives on earth from that time on. Then you will merely be the mediators who enable a natural seeming conveyance of truth to people, otherwise I myself would have to speak loudly and audibly, and this would be a certain compulsion of faith which would have an unfavorable effect on people's souls. People shall be guided into truth. They can only receive the truth from me as the eternal truth, thus I have to convey it to them through a human being who, so to speak, can only be regarded as a mouthpiece through whom my flow of love is conveyed. And this flow of love, my pure word, must now also arrive on earth exactly as it originates from me. My word can only flow into the human being purely and unadulterated, and will also be received by him in exactly the same way. And a person in whom my spirit is thus active is solely at my disposal, and I will not allow my adversary to use the same instrument in order to express himself in the same way. Therefore, the objection that there is no guarantee that the received spiritual knowledge, represented by my servant as my word is pure, unadulterated truth, is completely invalid. It truly must be possible for me to convey the truth to people if I want to do so, and the fact that I want to do so is based on my love for my living creations, which only find their way to me through the truth. You humans cannot dispute my love and my power. And if it were not possible to convey the truth purely to earth, my power would also be disputed. You humans often don't know what you are saying. You think you are clever and want to instruct your fellow human beings, and yet you contradict yourselves precisely in the so-called fundamental truths. On the one hand, you want to portray me as the highest and most perfect being, and yet deny me the simplest characteristics of my perfection by granting my adversary the power to displace me and use a person in my stead who has offered himself for my service. Consider the untenability of your claim, and how small you make me out to be if I did not want to or could not prevent it. The great spiritual adversity consists precisely of the fact that people walk in darkness, that they are spiritually blind, and that lies and error darken their path of life. And time and again my love will endeavor to convey the truth to them, which alone illuminates the path that leads to me. And thus it will certainly also be possible for me to protect a suitable tool from being used by my adversary. And the fact that I do so is certainly more credible than that I don't, otherwise it would be completely impossible to bring the truth to you humans. But then you can also reject the scriptures which announce my working of the Spirit to you. You can reject every word I spoke on earth as the human being Jesus. Your faith in me is truly weak, you who deny that the pure truth from God is directly conveyed to you humans. And your faith is therefore weak because you lack the truth, because you have already been so darkened in your thinking through error and lies by my adversary. And I will bring you light so that you will learn to think differently. And if you humans, who deny my direct working, would turn to me yourselves in your thoughts and appeal for clarity, you would truly find it. For I will give an answer to every serious questioner which will also seem acceptable to him. Yet you usually feel too exalted to address such a serious question to the one who alone can answer it, because you think you are clever. However, your hearts can only become enlightened if you accept the truth from me. Yet as long as you reject it, it will remain dark night, and you will be in greatest danger of perishing in it. For darkness will not bring salvation to anyone. Amen.